Hello. This is Late Night Party with Lawrence and I'm your host, Nathan Lawrence. Tonight we have a new segment called My Name Is, where we meet members of Congress and Obama's cabinet. Everyone give it up for our special guest, Junior U.S. Senator from Florida, Marco Rubio.
Hello everyone.
Okay, that's enough. It's a pleasure to have you here.
It's a pleasure to be here.
So you played American football as a free safety in high school and in college, and now you're a junior senator. Explain to us how you got from point A to point B.
I played football for South Miami High School and got a full scholarship to Tarkio College in Missouri. After a year I transferred to the University of Florida, graduated with my bachelor's in 1993, and in 1996 earned a degree in law at the University of Miami. In 1998 I won a seat on the West Miami City Commission. The following year I became a House representative and became the majority leader in 2003. In 2006 I became Speaker of the House. In 2009, after Mel Martinez left, I ran against Charlie Crist for senator. I won, and now here we are, Nathan.
You were born and raised in Miami, correct?
Not exactly. When I was 8 we moved from Miami to Vegas and moved back 3 years later.
That's right. You were born Catholic, and when you guys moved to Vegas you became Mormon and converted back to Catholicism when you moved back to Miami.
Yeah.
And your parents were immigrants, right?
Yes.
You previously claimed that your parents moved here to escape Castro.
I did.
But it was later revealed that your parents immigrated here 2.5 years before Castro took control. So you lied. Typical politician.
I didn't lie, I made a mistake.
Typical politician. So I know that your grandfather immigrated here too. Tell me the story behind that.
My grandfather came here in 1962.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but was that before or after Castro?
It was after. Now if you don't mind, like I was saying, my grandfather immigrated here in 1962 and an immigration judge deported him, but ultimately, U.S. immigration authorities used their discretion to allow him to remain in the U.S. without a visa.
I understand that your background has influenced your stance on immigration. Tell us about that.
Yes, it has. I believe that both the Democratic and Republican parties oversimplify the issue of immigration. We have to recognize that the people that are here because they're looking for a better life, but we can't be the only country in the world that doesn't have an enforced immigration system. America has been well served by immigration, but it's difficult to balance on the issue.
Now you're also a pro-life Republican, right?
Yes, I am.
Do you and Todd Akin go to the same doctors? You know, the ones who believe that the female body has the power to stop pregnancy from illegitimate rape.
No, I'm pro-life, but I understand that by law women have the right to abortion. However, I would like for the decision of Roe v. Wade to be overturned and for legal protection to be granted to the unborn.
What about the living dead?
Are you going to keep interrupting me? I want legal protection for unborn children. I would require an ultrasound before a woman can have an abortion. I would also expand birth control with the exemption of religious-based organizations.
What do you think the Senate should push to accomplish?
I believe we have to accomplish rapid growth of our economy. At the same time, we need fiscal discipline and we need to start tackling the debt. If we can do both of those things, I think we can have a period of not just recovery, but prosperity. If we fail to do those things, I think we can lose a decade.
As Senator of Florida, you have written 100 innovative ideas for Florida's future.
Yes, I have, and in that I have proposed that we be stricter on crime, help prepare students for the real world, and promote green habits. And more than half of my ideas were later turned to law.
Right after the 2012 presidential election, you were classified in a group of next-generation Republicans. What sets the new Republicans apart from the old Republicans?
Well, for starters, the new wave of Republicans are younger. The majority of us are in our 30s and 40s, but the Republican Party can't keep running these races like they used to. America is evolving socially and technologically. We need to keep in touch with the people of the nation by utilizing popular social media sources as opposed to snail mail. Election-wise, we have to view the entire country as a battleground. We can't take certain states for granted anymore. We need to communicate on the issues in a way that doesn't scare people away. We have to start from scratch, say as much as possible as clear as possible.
Even though the election of 2012 just passed, I'm hearing a lot about 2016. Word on the street is you may be on the ballot in 4 years.
Like you just mentioned, the next generation of Republicans are taking over the party. Other likely Republican candidates in the next election, besides myself, include Paul Ryan, Chris Christie, and Jeb Bush.
Well, it looks like we're almost out of time. Thank you for being here, Mr. Rubio. And we'll be right back with more Late Night Party with Lawrence after this commercial break. And BT Dubs, I have no relation to the PHS history teacher Nathan Lawrence Payne. Obviously I'm British and not in a blue button-up. See you later, folks.